In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can earn passive income in crypto through staking, but on steroids, through a method called liquid staking. To quickly illustrate, let's say you have $100 worth of Solana tokens. You can do two things with those tokens. One is you can leave it in an exchange, or two, you can earn additional passive income for every $100 that you stake. According to stakingrewards.com, you could be earning 5.59% on APY or interest, or $5.59 for every $100 of Solana tokens that you stake. Clearly, if you want to be earning money and compound that interest over time, you should be staking your coins if you have them anyway, instead of letting them sit in an exchange and earning nothing. Now, what if I told you that you could earn even more money on top of that 5.59% for every $100 of Solana tokens? Enter liquid staking. At the end of this video, you're going to learn everything you need to know about liquid staking, why it's the better choice for your savings and staking needs, and where and how you can start liquid staking today. Let's go. So let's get down to the basics. What exactly is liquid staking? How is it different from normal staking? And why should you do it? To understand liquid staking, let's first understand some core terms. 3 terms in particular. Number 1 is DeFi, or decentralized finance. DeFi is a contrast to what we call TradFi, or traditional finance. Traditional finance are the financial institutions you see today, primarily banks. DeFi, on the other hand, is the crypto version of it. DeFi unlocks financial possibilities for the average person. Whereas in TradFi, or traditional finance, this was usually reserved and mostly benefited banks or already wealthy people. Learn more about DeFi over here. Second thing to define is staking. Staking is a financial instrument under the umbrella of DeFi. Staking means you lock up the coins and tokens that you own to produce more of the same coins and get it as a reward. More about the mechanics of staking and a deep dive on staking in this video over here. Now, liquid staking is a type of staking method. It's also a personal staking method that I've already started doing because it reaps more benefits and gives more bang for my buck. In normal staking, or illiquid staking, you lock up the tokens that you own so you can produce more of that same token as a reward for your staking. So for example, I have Solana. I stake that Solana in a validator, then I receive more Solana tokens in return as a reward for my staking. In previous videos, I've shown you exactly how to do this today by staking using your Phantom wallet. Now, the difference with liquid staking compared to illiquid staking is that even though I have my coins and tokens locked up, I can still remain liquid, or I can still use some form of coin or token to transact elsewhere. Let's illustrate. In liquid staking, I lock up my Solana coins, very similar to illiquid staking. My original SOL is still earning and giving me more Solana tokens in return. But I can also still effectively access my funds and use it for other things in the form of MSOL, which is a tokenized version of my funds, and earn even more from there. Isn't that amazing? I am keeping my tokens locked up and earning money from that, but actually I get a substitute version of those tokens, which means that I'm not actually locking up any liquidity.
Wow.
Here's a real world example so you can grasp the concept a little bit more. Have you ever broken your iPhone? So I did once, and the beautiful thing is that I could go to the Apple store. Because of my warranty, they fixed my screen. But it took about a couple hours or close to a day or so to repair my iPhone. So what did they do? They gave me another iPhone in return while they were fixing my phone. And then when it was done, they called me on my substitute iPhone, and I could go back to the store and get a new and improved iPhone and return the substitute phone in exchange. Well, that's a great analogy for liquid staking. The iPhone is the Solana token. You stake your Solana token, or you give your iPhone to the Apple Store. You earn rewards on your Solana tokens, or the Apple Store will fix it, so you're getting a better deal on your phone. At the same time, you get a substitute phone in return. In this case, you get tokenized funds or Solana in return, which you can then use for whatever you need, whatever you want. And then when it's time to do the exchange again, you give back your substitute iPhone and you get your reward, which is a new and improved iPhone in return. Similarly, you give back the tokenized funds that you used, and in exchange, you get more Solana tokens as a reward, as well as your original Solana tokens that you staked. That is liquid staking in a nutshell. So the ultimate question, how do you do liquid staking? With Marinade Finance, the platform that pioneered liquid staking on Solana. The 3 core things that Marinade does. Number 1, liquid staking, straightforward, we just talked about this. 2, increase decentralization. The Solana that you stake on Marinade is not just put into one validator. Instead, it's spread across several validators in the Solana ecosystem. Without going too deep, it means that staking in Marinade versus elsewhere makes the Solana network more decentralized. Number 3, liquidity opportunities in DeFi. Marinade makes it so easy to use the tokenized funds you receive in exchange for locking up your SOL, so you can put it to work quickly for additional yield and additional rewards. So how do you actually liquid stake on Marinade? First, go to marinade.finance. On the homepage, click Start Staking SOL. Connect your wallet. Make sure you're in the Stake tab and in the Stake section of the Stake tab. You can input the amount of SOL that you want to stake. Before we stake SOL, let's look at the estimated results. This shows how much you'll get in return in terms of rewards after a certain time period. This first column is the time period for how long you're going to be staking SOL. The second column is amount of MSOL you're going to get. The third column is how much SOL you're going to get after exchanging your MSOL. And the fourth column is the equivalent dollar value. So as you can see here, if you're putting 100 SOL, which is $8,189, after a year of keeping that 100 SOL state, you're gonna get 106 SOL in return. So you're gonna net 6 more SOL, and you'll get $8,680 instead of your original $8,189. Let's go back up and click Stake SOL. Now your Phantom wallet is going to pop up, and all you need to do is click approve on the transaction. Now you have your SOL staked. Let's talk about some benefits and things to note when liquid staking. 3 benefits of liquid staking as compared to illiquid staking. Number 1, we've already talked about this. You get liquidity and you get tokenized funds in return, which you can use to do virtually anything, despite your original source of funds being locked up. Number 2 is you can actually unstake your coins more easily through liquid staking as compared to illiquid staking. In normal staking, your staked funds are locked up for these periods of time. It's called epochs, usually 48 to 72 hours. Epochs, by the way, are just a period of time for when validators basically reset and when incentives will be distributed or when a new group of validators will be chosen. So for normal staking, even if you choose to unstake today, you will need to wait for a couple of days before you can actually receive the funds in your wallet. With liquid staking, you have more of an ability to unstake earlier if you need the funds right now for a small transaction fee. Third benefit to liquid staking is that you do not have to choose the validator that you're going to stake on. In normal staking, if we look at the list of validators to choose from, there are so many, and who knows which one we should be choosing. In liquid staking, you don't have to choose. You're staking in a pool of validators that the platform aggregates. If you care, it also effectively improves the decentralization of the network. Now, things to note with liquid staking. 2 things in particular. I've already mentioned this, but while you can unstake early, note that there's going to be a small transaction fee for doing this. And second, when unstaking, you need to make sure you have the requisite tokenized funds or coins that was effectively given to you as collateral, because you have to return that so you can get your original funds and rewards in exchange. Now that you have your Solana stake and now have MSOL in your possession to use, what can you do with this extra liquidity so you can earn more yield and earn more money? Here are some ideas. Number one, you can access DeFi opportunities aggregated on Marinade. You click the DeFi tab on Marinade and view the many DeFi opportunities that Marinade presents at your ready. Choose any of the options here and earn more yield on your MSOL. Now, because the beauty of the Web3 ecosystem is that it's composable, you don't have to be limited by the DeFi opportunities on this Marinade page. You can go to other websites such as orca.so, saber.so, friction.fi, and many more to earn extra yield. We won't talk too in depth about DeFi strategies here, but if you're interested in going further, check out this video over here. Second is you can use your MSOL so you can earn and get rewards via MNDE, or the Marinade Governance Token. How do you do that? You click the MNDE tab, you click Deposit MSOL, and you'll receive an additional 1.5% APY in the form of MNDE governance tokens. What exactly is MNDE? It's the governance token for Marinade. Marinade has many future plans for holders of the MNDE token, such as governance and decision making for Marinade, as well as receiving some fun and beautiful NFT artwork. This is personally what I do with my MSOL and my extra liquidity after I liquid stake, so I can easily earn more passive income with just a few clicks of a button. Last and third is you can swap MSOL for virtually any other token in the Solana ecosystem. As an example, you can swap MSOL or Solana on any decentralized exchange and use it to do virtually any transaction, such as buy some great NFTs. If you want to learn more about how to buy NFTs, check out this video over here. So in sum, liquid staking is a great staking mechanism so you can earn passive income and tokens while using the additional liquidity that you're provided to earn even more passive income. Check out Marinade, the premier liquid staking platform on Solana, to get started. They make it so easy with their user-friendly illustrations and design, and is now made even easier with this tutorial video. Happy staking, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!